Traveling with kids, we all know that it is not a walk in the park. Between the "are we there yet?" and the endless needs for a bathroom when there isn't one, let's just say there's a lot on your plate, and the long lines at US Customs can often feel like the final straw. Let's make this a little less stressful. Enter Global Entry. It is a lifesaver for families zipping through US airports. Here we'll answer all of your burning questions about navigating Global Entry for kids. Let's start with, do children need their own Global Entry accounts? Now, this is one of the most common questions on family travel Facebook groups. As of right now, the answer is yes. Regardless of age, every individual must have a Global Entry membership to access expedited US Customs screenings. This means that each child traveling must have a separate Global Entry account. The official US Customs and Border website states, regardless of age, you must create a global online enrollment system account, pay a $100 non-refundable application fee, which changes are coming soon to that, schedule an interview at a Global Entry enrollment center. Now, if you are under 18, a parent or legal guardian must be present during the interview. For applicants under 18, a parent or legal guardian must give consent for the child's participation in the program. Interestingly, the adult providing the consent does not need to be a member of Global Entry themselves. As I just stated, the fee is about to change later in 2024, and for families, this is going to be a good thing. But first, the bad news. Starting October 1st of 2024, the fee will increase from $100 to $120. However, on the bright side, children under 18 will no longer have to pay a fee when a parent or legal guardian is already a member of or is applying for Global Entry. As with an adult account, children will still receive a Global Entry membership upon approval for 5 years. While the fee increase is significant to some, the math still works better for families, even if you only have one child that is under 18. This means starting in October, a family of 4 with both children under 18 years of age will only be on the hook for $240 in Global Entry application fees, whereas right now that same family would pay up to $400. To get the most savings, however, the best method for families is for the parents to apply now while the fee is still $100, and then wait until October 1st to apply for your children under 18. Now, if you have children 18 years or older, or one that will turn that age between now and then, you're better off applying now and locking in the lower $100 rate. This also holds true for adults since the fee hasn't yet changed. Or, if you already have a membership, but it will expire within the next year, you can start the renewal process now, again, with the current $100 rate. Remember that despite the fee going away for those under 18, children will still need to follow the same process of obtaining a Global Entry membership. Each child will still need to be approved, which includes filling out a Global Entry application and being interviewed. Now, we actually got our 1-year-old at the time interviewed, and if you want to see or hear what type of questions they ask children, we'll go ahead and link that video. But children, regardless of their age, can't just simply walk through the Global Entry line with a parent. What do you have to do to apply for Global Entry for your child? When applying for Global Entry for your child, it's important to understand that the process is the same for an adult. So if you've already gone through it, it should be straightforward. Here's what you'll need to do. Get your child a passport. If you have questions about that, I will also link that video of how to get a passport for your child. But before you even apply for Global Entry for your kids, they must have a valid passport. This is an important step that can take some time. So leave a couple months to get your passport sorted before applying for Global Entry. Next, you must create an account with Global Entry. This will require an email address that has to be different from the one that you used for Global Entry. So you might have to create an email address for your child if they don't already have one. Just don't forget the password. Next, of course, you need to pay the fee. But as we said, come October 1st, the fee raises to $120, but children under 18 will be exempt from paying the application fee as long as the parent or guardian is already a member of, or currently applying for, Global Entry, Nexus, or Sentry. Now, something to note is some travel credit cards offer a perk that might soften this financial hit. For example, cardholders can receive a statement credit of up to $100 every 4 years for trusted traveler program fees, including Global Entry. While no information has been announced by any of the credit card sites, There is a chance, but no guarantee, that some of these benefits will increase to cover the entire cost of the increased fee. Next, you of course will need to schedule an interview. Even if your child can't speak yet, they must attend an in-person interview at the Global Entry Enrollment Center. During the application process, a calendar with location options will pop up so you can choose the best location and time. Each child applying for Global Entry must undergo an individual interview as part of the application process. Again, it doesn't matter if they're in diapers like my son was when he was a year old. He still had to go. Now here are some tips to prepare for your child's interview. As I stated before, a parent or legal guardian must consent to the child's participation in the program and attend the interview. Now definitely check your documents. Bring all of the necessary documents, including the passports for the child and the attending adult, proof of address, and any secondary forms of identification. The Customs and Border Patrol officer may ask the child and the accompanying adult questions. Subsequently, the child's photo and fingerprints will be taken for identification. The interview only takes a few minutes, and you can often schedule it at an airport location either before or after an already planned trip. Some centers offer the option to schedule multiple appointments close together for family convenience, and if you're all applying simultaneously, that really does help. Note that each family member requires their own interview appointment. The website also states that you can opt for enrollment on arrival programs that allows Global Entry applicants who are conditionally approved to complete their interviews upon arrival into the United States, including those entering the U.S. via a designated CBP pre-clearance location. Every Global Entry membership is good for 5 years. You can begin the renewal process a year before the expiration. Now, I did have to do this recently for both me and my son. The one thing to note as well, I didn't have to go in for another interview to renew my membership. My son did. What are the benefits of enrolling your child in Global Entry? Now, whether you're a frequent traveler or not, the benefits of Global Entry, particularly for families, are considerable. You know how it goes with the U.S. Customs screenings, right? They're a must for everyone entering the country, and let's be honest, they can drag on forever, especially if you're juggling kids and all of their stuff. That's where Global Entry comes in as a total game changer. Members get to skip the usually long lines and head straight to dedicated kiosks. It's like having a fast pass at an amusement park, but for customs. No more endless waiting and filling out tedious paperwork while trying to keep an eye on the kids. Again, just be sure everyone has Global Entry. Otherwise, those without will have to go through the regular line. There is a bonus. Entry membership also includes TSA PreCheck. So instead of having to remove your shoes, belts, and all the other stuff and hold on to your little ones, you are actually going to be able to go through TSA PreCheck, and it is a lifesaver. For families, this is huge. No more mini meltdowns while trying to untie tiny shoelaces or unpacking electronics while keeping the kids in line. Although some extra legwork and cost are involved, Global Entry has been a lifesaver. It can significantly streamline the entry process into the US, saving a lot of time. Honestly, there's nothing better than getting off that long international flight and getting out of the airport as quickly as possible. So here's the bottom line. There's a slew of benefits when it comes to having Global Entry membership, especially when traveling with a family. Despite the fees increasing later this year, families actually will benefit financially. But if you will be 18 years or older come October, make sure to apply for it now and lock in that current rate. Now, if this video helped, please give it a huge thumbs up. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, hit the subscribe button to find out more information about travel and travel with little ones. Again, I hope this helped, and we'll see you real soon, everybody. Thanks. Bye-bye.